Hello, this is Oklahoma Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell coming to you with another great episode of a look at Oklahoma's Career Tech, a series where I speak with Oklahomans about their experiences with our world-class Career Tech system. And today I am joined by Elizabeth Worley, a graduate of the Practical Nursing Program. My gosh, we need nurses in Oklahoma. We need nurses around the country. Everybody knows that. Everybody, hears and talks about this nursing shortage that we have. So I'm really looking forward to this conversation. A graduate of the Practical Nursing Program at Western Technology Center in Burns Flat. I talk a whole lot about Burns Flat and the spaceport that we have out there. I'm sure, Elizabeth, you know a whole lot about that. But so thank you for being here, first off.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
Are you from Burns Flat originally, or was that
I was actually born in Edmond,
in Edmond?
Oklahoma, but
Okay,
I was raised most of my life in Burns Flat.
in Burns Flat. Yeah. Again, I won't hog all the time for Burns Flat, but I just love Burns Flats. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself and where are you from? Again, we talked a little bit about that, but where are you from?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was raised between Burns Flat and Midwest City, actually, between my parents. And currently, I'll be 40 this year. And it was 2011 that I graduated the practical nursing program.
Great. Yeah.
I'm a proud mom of three boys,
Wow.
ages 2, 4, and 20, and happily married. And
Awesome.
then professionally, I serve as the program director for Cordell Memorial Hospital's Senior Life Solutions.
Great.
So I've
And
been a
we're
nurse
gonna.
now for 13 years,
You've been doing that for
and
13
I'm
years. Wow.
currently pursuing my graduate degree.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, what originally inspired you to explore career tech? Specifically the practical nursing pathway at Western Tech.
Well, I had a lot of friends that were in the program and had graduated the program at the time. And I was working as a certified medication assistant at one of the local nursing homes. And they kept encouraging me to apply. I was a little hesitant. I'm actually a high school dropout. I left Burns Flat when I was 16 years old and then later obtained my GED. So, though I had a passion for nursing and patient care, there was that little bit that I had to get over. So, with a little bit of courage and encouragement, I decided to apply.
That's a great story. That is a great story. So walk us through. So again, did you know about career tech? We get a lot of people say, well, my eighth grade field trip. I went to the
Right.
local career tech. So it doesn't sound like that was really your experience. It was a little different. You had friends that were in the program that really encouraged you to join.
Yes, absolutely. And the nursing home that I was working at the time, which is it was Cordell Christian Home. Now it's Cordell Nursing and Rehab here in
Okay.
Cordell. We also had students that would come through. And so just really seeing their hands-on experience and how they were really great students too. They were really willing to help and do any task. That was also really encouraging, along with my friends telling me I should
That says
join.
a lot, right? Like
Yes,
you're
absolutely.
meeting these kids. Hey, these kids know what they're doing,
Yes.
and they were getting that type of experience down at Western Tech. So again, it's a little bit of your background, and again, the decision making process for you as well. What's a typical, again, for those watching this, listening to this, we hope certainly we instill maybe some interest, in mom or
Absolutely.
dad watching this that don't know what their kid wants to do with their life either,
Mhm.
or someone that wants to retool, wants to get into a new career. What was a typical day like in that practical nursing program for someone that might be watching this right now?
At the time, and it hasn't changed a whole lot, a typical day in the curriculum part, so when we were on campus and not doing our clinicals, began at 8 a.m. We would be doing classroom theory, and it would cover teaching methods such as PowerPoint presentations, lectures, demonstrations, and hands-on learning activities.
Hmm.
So it was presenting the material in a lot of different ways that really helped us grasp it and learn it well.
Yeah, the
And
hands-on
we had
piece.
a full hour
Yeah.
break for lunch, which
Wow,
was really neat too. And then we would continue our theory um, until 4 p.m. So 8 to 4, and then that hour lunch break.
that's great. And again, a lot of hands-on experience
So
on something
much.
like this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and again, we hear we always hear a whole lot about the faculty, and some great faculty stories. So I'm assuming, just seeing the smile on your face again, the faculty was a big win for Western Tech and helped you quite a bit.
Absolutely. The faculty was so amazing and supportive, and they also knew my background, so they were very encouraging through everything. And I have a really great story. One of our instructors would always talk about, the responsibility of nursing and really bring that to life. She one day took a pair of large scrub pants and pulled them up over herself and told us that, we needed to put our big girl boy pants on. And it was funny and everybody was laughing, but more so later on, it really stuck with me. That picture of what she was doing and telling us that, there's room to grow, that we'll grow throughout this program, and that the responsibility that is held in what we are learning, what we are doing, and the patient care that we'll provide was really important.
That's awesome.
So it was, a mixture of laughter and seriousness, tears at times,
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
and those are really the
challenging program.
challenges.
Yes,
Certainly, there was.
absolutely.
What kind of challenges did you face in the program?
Oh, definitely one of the challenge I faced was the maternal child curriculum.
Okay.
Some things come more easy than others, and I just really struggled with that. Uh, as we were saying, the staff and my instructors were so supportive. They provided, extra guidance. They would pull me aside, when I needed it, and we could talk more. And then really having that family support as well. My mother actually came down from Midwest City and helped me study and get through that final exam.
That's great.
Ironically, I ended up doing special needs pediatrics as
Wow.
my first job after graduation. So something challenging ended
Yeah.
up, being a passion.
Well, again, I can't thank you enough for being doing what you're doing. I mean, again, that takes a real heart, and passion, vision. So well done on that. So your opportunities, kind of post graduation, you went through the. How long did the program take?
15 months.
15 months. Okay. So how did that career tech experience open doors for you? I mean, did you pursue other certifications, advancement, or further education, because of it?
I always say that my Western Technology Practical Nursing program was better prepared me than even my RN program that
Wow.
I followed into next. The hands-on learning, the support, also the high expectations. We were expected to learn things and do things the right way, and we were guided through that the entire time. And it opened up so many opportunities. At my college, I was able to go overseas to Australia through a program where I did nursing delegation. And right after that, I went to Rose State College in Midwest City and then followed that with Oklahoma City University for my Bachelor's of Science. And now I really think that that foundation, prepared me for where I'm at now at Duke University for my graduate
That's
studies.
impressive. From high school graduate to a Duke program. How about that, huh?
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
amazing. So
it's been quite a journey.
yes, what does that current profession look like? Currently what's your again, we know you're pursuing postgraduate work as well, but tell us a little bit about where you are right now, your current profession.
Absolutely. So, Senior Life Solutions, we're an intensive outpatient program that works with seniors, typically 65 and older, that are experiencing anxiety, depression, or other mental health challenges. I oversee the program. I work directly with patients. We build care plans and short-term and long-term goals for their symptoms and just to support them in their mental health. We're a small but mighty program. There's myself, the program director, and the nurse, and then we have our manager at the front, and then we have an on-site therapist, and then we have a psychiatrist. That's our medical director.
Okay. That's great. Yeah. So it's clearly, again, from Western Tech to where you are today. You just said it. I mean, you couldn't have had a better recommendation or referral for our CareerTech system. And again, it's one of the reasons that we do this interview series is to go directly to the source, go directly to those that have been there, right? So, in
Absolutely.
your view, I mean, you've talked a little bit about it already, but what are the greatest benefits of enrolling in a career tech school like Western Tech? I mean, what would you say to someone who's considering enrolling in Oklahoma's career tech system?
I think that it is a great place to begin a foundation of your career. It is also a great place to learn all kinds of different things that will help you with your career. It came around full circle for me
Mm-hmm.
when my oldest son, the 20-year-old that I spoke of, he actually just graduated last year from Career Tech in pre-engineering.
Okay.
So they offer so many things for people to try out to see if they're interested in. And they also have so much one-on-one support because the programs, the classes aren't overfilled. There's really a lot of time that your instructors can provide that one-on-one support. And because you are career focused in your program, it really just kind of drowns out all that noise that you might get if you start college first, right? And it gives you a focus, a focal point, and then you can grow from there.
Yeah.
So I really recommend it as a starting point. Those that have are in high school or graduate high school and maybe don't know, where to go next. Also those, like my story, I didn't know if I could do it. And they really gave me the support and everything I needed and all of the tools that I needed to succeed in what I'm doing today.
That's awesome. That's really well done. So, what is next for you? Again, you're I know pursuing kind of that postgraduate route, but any future goals or aspirations that maybe shaped you at Career Tech that you're looking at down the road?
Absolutely. I, know that as you were saying, there's such a nursing and healthcare provider shortage out here in rural Oklahoma. And so I hope to open my own practice and work with some of those populations, like our older adult populations and child populations, that there's not a lot of options out this way for. And I hope to open a similar program to what we have now for child and adolescents. So I'm
Well,
really excited about that next step, and
that's
we
the
have a
right
really
answer.
close-knit community. Yeah, and I still talk to my instructors
That's
at
great.
Western Technology Center, and I hope to become a clinical site actually. So that's really exciting.
That is the right answer. Wanting to, again, go into business for yourself to provide great quality healthcare in rural Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I say yes, yes to that all day long, because again, every state is dealing with those issues in rural parts of America. So I just want to say thank you for that, and thank you again for connecting the dots. I hope for kids, working adults, parents watching this, of the power, truly transformational power of our Oklahoma Career Tech system. So I really want to thank you
absolutely.
for sharing your
Absolutely. Such
story
a
with us
wonderful
today.
resource. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really
Yeah.
glad to share that.